I am not a number. This statement was written by a junior named Jessica at Fort Atkinson High School where I work. She wrote her statement on a Post-it note and placed it on a large bronze plaque that hangs in the Commons. What does the plaque dictate? Past ACT scores of 30 or higher. Jessica's statement resonates with me. I've worked in the public school system long enough to have mixed feelings about how these tests impact our students every year. Today I'd like to talk to you about 4 reasons I think standard-based testing does more harm than good. Those reasons include it limits student learning, test scores tell more about demographics and income levels than academics, standardized testing could steer our career women in the wrong direction, and it is causing us to lose good teachers. First, I'd like to talk to you about how standardized testing limits classroom learning. According to a policy research brief in 2014 by the National Council of Teachers of English, standardized testing limits student learning by ignoring other factors that are essential to student success. Those factors include perseverance, developing student curiosity, and learning social skills. Those get bypassed in the classroom with so much focus on test prep. English and language arts teachers spend more time teaching reading and literacy, since that is what is mainly measured on these big tests. Less time is spent teaching and developing our kids' writing skills. You may be thinking, well, it could show how well students perform under pressure, but are we trying to weed out a percentage? Standardized testing has different effects on various populations of students. This leads to my second point why I think standardized testing does more harm than good. Test scores show more about demographics and income levels than actual academics. Research has been done and repeatedly reported in peer-reviewed journals that I read about how 60% of test achievement scores is explained by student and family background. 60%. The score differences between students is mainly caused by factors outside of the classroom and our schools. Home stressors. One student I know skips school because he feels responsible to make money to support his single mom. Another student is constantly wondering if her mom is in or out of jail because of drug use. These students' home lives rule their thinking. The University of Wisconsin posted an article in their Badger Herald Online just last month about how the DPI, the Department of Instruction, is concerned with the declining college readiness benchmark skills of our ACT scores of our high school juniors. Racial and socioeconomic differences can be clearly seen in the ACT data. So we've talked about how testing is unfair for students with income disadvantages. My third argument is how standardized testing could steer our career women in the wrong direction. Dr. Marcia Lynn, a professor at UC Berkeley, wrote in a 2016 article called "Standardized Tests Are a New Glass Ceiling." Females turn out to be better course takers, and males turn out to be better test takers. This is especially true in the areas of mathematics and science. We can have girls who are wizards in math and science get A's in those classes, but when it comes to performing on the ACT, they tend to score poorly on those portions of the test. This is setting women back before they even begin college. Only 1/5 of women's bachelor degrees today are in physics, computer science, or engineering. The STEM careers today are highly underrepresented by women. Standardized testing could be to blame. My last argument as to why I believe testing does more harm than good is that we are just losing good teachers. Andrew Rotherham wrote in a 2015 issue of U.S. News and World Report that standardized tests deprofessionalize and denigrate teachers, who are often among the most positive role models our students encounter. It's no lie, teachers are feeling the pressure of these tests as measuring sticks to their teacher effectiveness, and so they're leaving the field. So today I talked with you about 4 reasons why standard-based testing does more harm than good. Those reasons included: it limits student learning. Test scores tell more about demographics and income levels than actual academics. Standardized tests could be steering our career women in the wrong direction, and that we are losing good teachers. So what can be done about this testing monster? To be frank, annual state testing isn't going anywhere anytime soon, sadly. But we can rally parents to become more involved in our schools and pose questions to the administration and the superintendent, like, what are we doing as a district to improve our schools, to use these scores to improve our schools? Let's remember Jessica's Post-it note, and let's better our schools so that students don't identify themselves as just a number.